Have you ever wondered why some people seem to command respect effortlessly, while others struggle to earn it no matter how hard they try? It's a tough reality, but one many of us face. Respect isn't demanded, it's earned. And we don't earn it through empty gestures or superficial actions. We earn it through the integrity of our character. Today, we'll delve into how our daily habits shape the respect we receive and why, often, the greatest obstacles to earning that respect are rooted within ourselves. In this conversation, we'll focus on habits that may go unnoticed, but can have a profound impact on how others perceive us. We'll explore how Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-mastery, virtue, and perspective, offers powerful tools to transform our lives from the inside out. Whether you're a seasoned Stoic or just beginning to explore these ideas, I promise this journey will challenge your assumptions and perhaps even change how you approach earning respect. So, if you're ready to embark, let's begin and learn how we can lead lives worthy of respect and admiration. Let's start with a habit that might be slowly eroding the respect you deserve: making excuses. Why does it matter? Because excuses are more than missed opportunities to be reliable. They are a direct reflection of how we view ourselves and our commitments. From a Stoic perspective, making excuses is akin to relinquishing control over our lives. When you offer an excuse, you're saying that external factors hold more power over you than you do yourself. But Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to control how we respond to external events. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, said, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Recognize this, and you will find strength." So, every time we offer an excuse, we deny our own power. Think about the times you were late to a meeting or missed a deadline. How easy it is to blame traffic, technical issues, or that old standby, "I got distracted." But what are we really saying with these excuses? We're implying that external factors control us and that we could have acted differently, but chose not to. This habit erodes respect because it makes us appear unreliable and incapable of managing our time or commitments effectively. However, here's the powerful Stoic lesson. When we stop making excuses and start taking full responsibility for our actions, acknowledging our mistakes without resorting to excuses, a remarkable transformation occurs. People begin to see us as accountable, trustworthy, and dependable. Stoicism isn't about being perfect, it's about being responsible, and in responsibility lies respect. To break the habit of making excuses, it all begins with self-awareness. When things go wrong, pause and honestly evaluate the situation. What could you have done differently? How can you improve next time? By replacing excuses with honest assessments, you develop greater self-discipline. And with discipline comes respect, not just from others, but from yourself. Procrastination is an insidious habit that holds us back, not only from completing tasks, but also from earning the respect of others. It's easy to dismiss procrastination as harmless or just a delay, but in reality, it reflects how we manage our time, priorities, and responsibilities. Procrastination isn't just laziness. It's choosing comfort over action and ease over progress. The Stoics understood that we must live in accordance with nature, and nature doesn't wait for us to act. Life moves forward, and we must act alongside it. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "While we procrastinate, life speeds by." And nothing is truer when it comes to procrastination. Procrastination is often driven by fear. Fear of failure, fear of the effort required, or even fear of success. But Stoicism teaches us to confront these fears with courage. It encourages us to take rational action, even if it feels uncomfortable. When we procrastinate, we miss the opportunity to demonstrate virtue. We delay doing what needs to be done, which can lead to missed opportunities and eroded trust. Procrastination sends the message that our commitments aren't important and that we're unreliable, making it harder for others to respect us. By cultivating these Stoic habits, you begin to live a life of integrity and purpose. Each day becomes an opportunity to refine your character, take control of your actions, and earn the respect you deserve. It's not about striving for perfection, but about embodying virtues like discipline, responsibility, and courage. And as you grow in these areas, respect for yourself and from others will naturally follow. Every moment we delay is a moment we choose not to be the best version of ourselves. The more we procrastinate, the more we waste our potential. But we have the power to break this cycle. Let's commit to confronting procrastination head-on and overcoming it. By prioritizing what truly matters, understanding the importance of our duties, and taking consistent action, we honor not only ourselves, but also earn the respect of those around us. By cultivating these Stoic habits, you begin to live a life of integrity and purpose. Each day becomes an opportunity to refine your character, take control of your actions, and earn the respect you deserve. It's not about striving for perfection, but about embodying virtues like discipline, responsibility, and courage. And as you grow in these areas, respect for yourself and from others we naturally follow. Every moment we delay is a moment we choose not to be the best version of ourselves. The more we procrastinate, the more we waste our potential. But we have the power to break this cycle. Let's commit to confronting procrastination head-on and overcoming it. By prioritizing what truly matters, understanding the importance of our duties, and taking consistent action, we honor not only ourselves, but also earn the respect of those around us. When we demonstrate reliability, people see someone who values time, commitment, and integrity. They trust us because we've shown that we can be counted on. In a world full of distractions and delays, this kind of reliability is rare and something people deeply admire. Another dangerous habit we must be aware of is the constant pursuit of external validation. Many of us fall into the trap of seeking approval from others to measure our worth. We look for affirmations that tell us we're good enough, smart enough, or talented enough. But from a Stoic perspective, this need for external validation only weakens us. Stoicism teaches us that true freedom comes from understanding what is within our control, and the approval of others is not something we can control. Consider this. When we rely on others to define our worth, we surrender our power and happiness to them. It's akin to handing someone else the pen to write the story of our lives. This leaves us perpetually at the mercy of external opinions, fleeting and unpredictable as the wind. Ultimately, the relentless pursuit of validation can trap us in a life of disappointment and dependency. But when we turn inward for validation, we transform from insecure and uncertain individuals into self-reliant and confident beings. This inner strength naturally commands respect from others, They recognize that we are firmly rooted in our truth and admire our ability to make decisions without seeking constant approval. So, how do we stop seeking validation from others? Stoicism provides the tools we need. Begin by focusing on your own actions and decisions as the measure of your worth. Are you living in alignment with your values? Are you proud of the person you're becoming? Reflect on these questions and use them as a compass to evaluate your progress. By setting personal goals that align with your principles, not the applause of others, you cultivate internal validation. This foundation of self-respect diminishes your reliance on external recognition. Reflection is another powerful Stoic practice that can help you build this inner validation. Each day, ask yourself if your actions align with the person you aspire to be. By consistently asking this question, you strengthen your internal compass, making it easier to trust your judgment and ignore external distractions. Moreover, embracing Stoic indifference toward what lies outside our control can be profoundly liberating. When we stop obsessing over others' opinions, we begin to focus on what truly matters: our growth, decisions, and efforts. The only validation that truly counts is the one we give ourselves. And once we internalize this truth, we become stronger and more respected individuals. Now, let's talk about personal growth. In Stoicism, growth isn't just about acquiring new skills or knowledge. It's about evolving into the best version of yourself. It's an ongoing journey of self-improvement. Yet neglecting this growth is all too easy. Perhaps you stay in your comfort zone, avoid challenges, or drift through life without purpose. But the Stoics believe life itself is an opportunity to grow, and every moment offers a chance to be better than you were yesterday. As Seneca said, "While we live, let us learn how to live." For the Stoics, stagnation is a choice that goes against the essence of life: learning, adapting, and evolving. When people see that you're committed to your personal growth, whether by learning new things, confronting your fears, or expanding your skills, they respect you more. They see someone proactive, someone who values their potential and respects themselves enough to invest in their future. How do we avoid neglecting our personal growth? The Stoic practice of daily self-reflection is key. Ask yourself each day, what have I done today to become the person I want to be? Whether it's learning something new, facing a fear, or honing a skill, these small steps lead to significant progress over time. Growth often requires stepping out of comfort zones, something the Stoics encourage. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle to action advances action." The challenges we face are the very paths to growth. Additionally, Stoicism teaches the value of mentorship and learning from others. Seek mentors, engage with diverse perspectives, and immerse yourself in environments that challenge your assumptions. This accelerates your growth and deepens your understanding of both the world and yourself. Finally, set growth-oriented goals. Define what personal growth means to you. Whether it's emotional intelligence, intellectual development, or physical health. Break these goals into actionable steps and commit to consistent improvement. The Stoic approach isn't about perfection, but continuous progress. When you commit to personal growth, you demonstrate respect for your potential, and that earns the respect of others. People admire those who refuse to settle for mediocrity, who strive for excellence, not out of vanity, but out of a desire to fulfill their true potential. Lastly, honesty. The Stoics emphasize integrity, and honesty is the cornerstone of this virtue. Being truthful with ourselves and others keeps us connected to our truth. Dishonesty, whether through small lies or exaggerations, erodes our character and weakens the respect others have for us. The Stoic ideal is to live authentically, embracing the truth no matter how difficult. By doing so, we remain true to ourselves and inspire others to do the same. When we act with integrity, people respect us for our courage and commitment to honesty. Remember, the path to becoming the best version of yourself is rooted in self-respect, personal growth, and honesty. By embodying these Stoic principles, you not only become a stronger individual, but also earn the respect of those around you. Move forward with integrity and purpose, and you'll find a life that others admire and trust. Every seemingly small act of dishonesty, no matter how trivial it may appear, gradually erodes the integrity we strive to uphold in our lives. These tiny lies and deceptions, accumulated over time, weave an invisible web that distorts our true essence, hiding us not only from the world, but also from our own hearts. This is precisely what the Stoic philosopher Epictetus warned us about when he said, "If you wish to be a person of integrity, let your actions align with your words." The harmony between our deeds and our declarations is not merely an ideal to aspire to. Without consistency, trust wilts, and the bedrock of respect becomes fragile. Consider the true cost of dishonesty, not just in how others perceive us, but in how we perceive ourselves. How can we genuinely respect the person staring back at us in the mirror if our actions do not reflect our deepest values? According to Stoicism, self-respect arises from living in harmony with our principles, and honesty is one of the most fundamental of these. It is the guiding light that leads us toward a virtuous and fulfilling life. Why do we sometimes fall into the trap of dishonesty? Often, its roots lie in fear of consequences, fear of disappointing others, or fear of exposing our vulnerabilities. Stoicism teaches us that the only way forward is to face these fears with courage and wisdom. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius advised acting as though each action were our last, free from deceit or falsehood. When we live this way, honesty becomes a liberating force. It connects us to our true nature, freeing us not only morally, but spiritually. The freedom that honesty brings is something lies can never offer. To cultivate a life of honesty, begin with self-awareness. Reflect on your day and examine moments when you were tempted to act dishonestly. What fears were you trying to avoid? What outcomes did you dread if you chose truth over falsehood? Understanding the motivations behind these moments empowers you to make more deliberate and honest decisions in the future. This practice reveals patterns and strengthens your resolve to align your actions with your values. Another valuable Stoic principle is the reminder that external approval and material rewards are fleeting and unstable. These are often the temptations that accompany dishonesty. The Stoics remind us that true happiness does not stem from external validation, but from living a virtuous life. By choosing honesty over short-term gains, we cultivate our character and build a legacy of trust and respect that endures through time. Honesty, especially in challenging situations, builds resilience. It teaches us to face the consequences of our truths with dignity and strength. Each time we choose honesty, we reinforce our inner resolve and enhance our ability to navigate life's challenges. Moreover, others begin to see someone who remains steadfast in the face of convenience or pressure, someone whose values remain firm regardless of circumstances. This commitment to honesty extends beyond our external relationships. It also applies to our internal dialogue. Be honest with yourself about your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. This kind of self-awareness is crucial not only for earning the respect of others, but for living a deeply satisfying life on a personal level. Now, let us turn to another vital element of respectful relationships: respecting boundaries. It may seem easy to overlook the subtle ways we infringe upon others' personal space. Ignoring boundaries can have a profound and lasting impact on our relationships. Stoicism teaches us to recognize what is within our control and what is not. Respecting the boundaries of others is an essential part of this wisdom. By doing so, we honor their autonomy, dignity, and right to self-determination. When we fail to respect boundaries, whether by invading someone's personal space, offering unsolicited advice, or pushing them into uncomfortable conversations, we violate their sense of autonomy and respect. From a Stoic perspective, such behavior reflects an attempt to control what lies outside our power, contradicting the core principles of Stoicism. Recognizing that every person has their own space, both physical and emotional, helps us value the importance of respecting their limits. Why do we sometimes fail to respect others' boundaries? Often, our intentions are good. Perhaps we seek to connect on a deeper level, or simply do not fully grasp the significance of personal space. But regardless of the reason, the outcome is always the same: discomfort, resentment, and the gradual erosion of trust. To become more mindful of others' boundaries, we must begin with self-awareness and empathy. Put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel if someone repeatedly ignored your boundaries or invaded your personal space? This shift in perspective helps us approach others with greater consideration and care. We begin to see that respecting boundaries is not just about avoiding conflict, but about creating an environment of mutual respect where everyone's dignity is preserved. Stoicism also urges us to practice moderation and discretion. Marcus, this principle can be directly applied to respecting boundaries. Before speaking or acting, ask yourself, will this be beneficial for the other person? This reflection ensures that our words and actions are intentional rather than impulsive or self-serving. It fosters respect and nurtures healthier, more thoughtful relationships. At times, open communication is also crucial. If you're unsure of someone's boundaries, simply ask. Simple questions like, how can I best support you? Or, is this a good time to talk? Demonstrate that you value their preferences and are committed to respecting their space. This kind of open dialogue not only prevents boundary violations, but also strengthens bonds rooted in genuine care and respect. Additionally, Stoic acceptance teaches us how to handle situations where our desire to connect or help is not welcomed. Not everyone will always be receptive, and that's okay. Respecting someone's boundaries, even when it feels uncomfortable, is an act of wisdom. This aligns with the Stoic understanding that not everything is within our control, and our happiness does not depend on the approval or actions of others. By prioritizing the respect of boundaries, both ours and those of others, we live in accordance with Stoic values of wisdom, justice, and harmony. This practice fosters peaceful and respectful relationships and helps us grow into the best versions of ourselves. So let us commit to being more mindful of boundaries, to asking and listening with an open heart, and to stepping back when necessary. In doing so, we not only elevate our own lives, but also the communities of which we are a part. Remember, respecting boundaries is not just about avoiding conflict. It's about creating a space where everyone feels valued, safe, and respected. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-improvement. By embracing these Stoic principles, we can cultivate a life of virtue, respect, and integrity. A truly fulfilling life. Let us continue to reflect, grow, and embrace the timeless wisdom that has endured for centuries.